Did you know that the world of crabs is much more diverse and exotic than you might imagine? These marine crustaceans, which we commonly associate with small, crawling creatures found on the beach or in estuaries, actually have an impressive variety of species, some of which you never thought could exist. The marine universe is full of mysteries, and behind the cold and warm waters of the oceans, incredible and exotic creatures live. Many of them with such unique characteristics that they could easily be described in science fiction stories. So in today's video, we're going to explore 5 fascinating and exotic crabs, whose features will surprise you. Get ready, because these crabs have unusual behaviors and extraordinary adaptations that show the incredible ability of nature to shape creatures to survive in challenging and even dangerous environments. Let's start our journey with a crab that, unlike what many might think, is not only exotic, but also incredibly adapted to its rocky habitat. The red rock crab, or red rock crab, which inhabits the coastal regions of California and other parts of the west coast of the United States. This vibrant red crab is a true camouflage master, able to hide in the rocks with a perfection that many predators might not even notice. Its ability to disappear into the middle of the stones and rocks, combined with its vibrant color, might seem paradoxical at first. However, this color is a key element for defense against predators like birds and predatory fish that hunt only in certain ocean zones. In the depths of the water, where the red rock crab hides, this coloration helps it blend into its environment in a unique way. Additionally, its robust structure and strong claws make it a true warrior of the rocky habitat, where it digs small caves and hides in rock crevices, also feeding on algae and small mollusks it finds around. The most impressive thing about the red rock crab is its climbing ability. Unlike most crabs that are limited to moving along the ground, the red rock crab can scale vertical rock surfaces with great dexterity, which is an impressive adaptation to protect itself from predators and explore new food sources. By forming large groups in the rocks and crevices, these crabs create a kind of community, a social system that is far more complex than one might imagine for a crab species. While many crabs are solitary or form small groups, the red rock crabs form small colonies. Each individual within the colony plays an essential role, and it's fascinating to observe how these crabs interact with one another to find and defend territory. They are quite agile and have a sense of collectivity that makes them fascinating to watch. This helps the group survival, but also makes food collection easier, as many red rock crabs feed together. Moving on to another equally impressive species, we encounter the fiddler crab, one of the most curious species in the crustacean kingdom. The fiddler crab is well known for its peculiar larger claw, which is significantly bigger than the other, and for its peculiar behavior. This disproportionate claw, which resembles a violin, hence the name of the species, is used for a variety of functions, including defense and courtship. The fiddler crab performs a complex dance with this larger claw, waving it in the air as though it's playing an instrument. This behavior is not only fascinating, but it's actually a form of communication among the crabs, especially during the mating season. The claw is used to impress females, who are attracted to this display of strength and skill. The larger claw, however, has an important function beyond courtship. It is an extremely efficient defense tool. When a predator approaches, the fiddler crab can use its larger claw to defend itself, either striking the air or creating a distraction to confuse the enemy and escape. Interestingly, the fiddler crab uses its larger claw also for digging the holes where it lives, and this digging ability is essential to its survival, as it spends much of its life in burrows dug into the ground, both to protect itself from predators and to shield itself from extreme temperatures. In terms of habitat, the fiddler crab is found mainly in coastal areas, both in sandy beaches and muddier regions, where it can create large, deep burrows, keeping itself safe in solitude. The fiddler crab's behavior is often misinterpreted as aggressive, but in reality, it's a well-thought-out survival strategy, with the crab using its larger claw as a tool for both defense and courtship. If you thought the fiddler crab was the most exotic thing we could find, wait until you meet the hermit crab. Hermit crabs are known for one fascinating and unique characteristic. Instead of having their own rigid shell like other crabs, they rely on discarded mollusk shells, bottles, and other objects found in their environment to protect themselves. This peculiarity makes them extremely adaptable, but it also presents a significant challenge for the crabs themselves, as choosing the perfect home is crucial to their survival. Hermit crabs have a fascinating house-swapping behavior. They don't just compete for shells. They create true shell markets, where one crab that already has a larger shell may exchange it for a more suitable one with another individual. They even compete for the best shells, in a process that can involve real physical contests. This struggle for the perfect home is a key aspect of the hermit crab's life, as the shell they choose must be large enough to accommodate them, but not so large that it hinders movement. The constant search for a larger, safer shell is a defining characteristic of this species. When a hermit crab finds a suitable shell, it settles into it and protects it carefully. This allows the crab to hide from predators and stay safe. But it also presents a challenge. As the hermit crab grows, it needs to find a new shell to shelter in. And here comes a fascinating characteristic of their behavior. During the house exchange, a true line of hermit crabs can form, with different crabs making their exchanges in a process that feels very much like a negotiation. They are also known to be very selective when choosing the perfect shell, which makes the process of swapping and searching even more interesting. And when we talk about fascinating and exotic crabs, it's impossible not to mention the armed crab, also known as the ghost crab, which inhabits the Pacific Islands. This crab is unique for many reasons, one of the most notable being its impressive speed. The armed crab can run at a surprising speed, making it practically impossible to be captured by predators. Its ability to escape quickly is a reflection of the evolution that has allowed it to survive in an environment full of challenges. However, what really makes this crab even more incredible is the sound it produces with its powerful claws, which, when closed, emit a snap that can be heard from considerable distances. This snap is used both as a defense mechanism and to attract females, making the armed crab one of the most intriguing crustaceans in the world. In addition to being incredibly fast, the armed crab uses its claws to paralyze small prey and defend itself from predators. The sound of the snap, which can be heard from a long distance, is a strategy to confuse predators and even stun prey, making food capture easier. This is an impressive adaptation because it allows the crab to use its strength and abilities in a very smart way, balancing both defense and hunting. And despite its intimidating appearance, the armed crab is actually a herbivore, mainly feeding on algae and other marine plants, though it may also consume small prey. Its sonic defense strategy and impressive speed make it one of the most exotic and fascinating crabs inhabiting the Pacific waters. Finally, we come to one of the largest and most imposing crabs on the planet, the Japanese spider crab, also known as Macrocheira kempheri. This crab, the largest of its species, can reach a span of up to 4 meters in length, making it one of the largest invertebrates in the world. Its colossal size is truly impressive, and despite its frightening appearance, this crab is a peaceful predator, feeding on small fish, mollusks, and other marine animals from the ocean floor. The Japanese spider crab lives at depths of up to 200 meters, where its size and long legs give it an advantage when hunting at the bottom of the sea. The way it uses its long legs to move and hunt is an incredible adaptation for living in a deep and often hostile habitat. Though its appearance may seem threatening, the Japanese spider crab is not aggressive toward humans, being more of a bottom dweller that feeds quite peacefully. Each of these exotic and amazing crabs exemplifies the diversity and complexity of marine life. They are proof that in the depths of the oceans and along the coasts of continents, there are creatures far more complex and mysterious than we can imagine. They have impressive adaptations that allow them to survive in challenging environments, whether in the search for food, defending themselves from predators, or interacting with other species. These adaptations make these crabs even more fascinating and deserve our attention and respect for the incredible diversity of animal life. If you were surprised by what you discovered about these crabs, leave a like, Subscribe to the channel, and share this video so more people can learn about the wonders of the animal kingdom. Until next time.